Hey everybody, all right, it's time to hunt some nickels. So this is the last box of 4 boxes of nickels that I picked up while going around. Went to 6 different banks. 2 of them didn't have anything or wouldn't give me anything, and I was able to get 4 boxes from 4 banks and a box of pennies as well. Had a really good hunt on 2 of those boxes. They were all customer wrap rolls, but the 3rd box was uncirculated, so I'm going to go deposit that this week. I'm hoping that these are circulated nickels, so let me open it up and we'll take a look inside. And yes, circulated nickels. All right, I'll get started with the hunt, and when I find something good, I'll come back. Roll number 1, and it was an ender, so I started with this roll. Our first find of the box is a 1948 out of Philly. All right, that's sweet. First find of the box. Of course, it wasn't really the first roll, it was somewhere over here, but I moved it here. So anyway, it's a good start. At least I can say that. All right, back to the hunt. Same roll, roll number 1, another 40s nickel. 1940 out of Denver. That's pretty sweet. The 40D was a lower mintage year than the other 40s. I think it was less than 100 million. Still not a key date, but a pretty good find. All right, 49 rolls to go. Roll number 5, got another 40s nickel. It's a 1946 out of Philly. So in the 46, the 46S is a much better date. I also was shortchanged a couple rolls there. I had 1 penny in one roll and 2 pennies in another roll. And these are machine wrap rolls. I don't know how they can do that. I did find a couple 1970 S mints. So this one just looks like a regular S mint coin. This one looks like it could be a proof. I may have to wipe it down with just a lint-free cloth. I mean, the mirrored finish is gone just because it's been in circulation for so long, but I'll check it out under the scope and see. But that's it so far. But 45 rolls to go. It's been a slow box. Roll 17. Finally got another 40s nickel. And someone punched it with something there. 1946 out of Philly. So that's 4 of the 40s, 8 from the 50s, including this 1955 here that's seen some better days. And but nothing special about the 46. I think they minted almost 1 billion of those, so well, that's all right. We'll keep it. And we got 33 rolls left. Roll 21. Got another 40s nickel. 1941 out of Philly. It seen some better days. Probably was buried and found with a metal detector. So that's 5 from the 40s. I also found another 1951. Don't find a lot of 51s. It's not a 51S, but that's the second one so far. I don't know if I showed the first one to you, but there's the other one. 1951 out of Philly. So that's pretty sweet. Roll 31, which is this one right here. And I've been short a couple more rolls. A penny in one, and then a dime in the other. At least it's a dime, but it's just a 94 with some gunk there. It was stuck to the back of a nickel. But then I opened this roll, which is, like I said, roll 31, and look at that, 2 pennies. This is crazy. That's just a 2019 Shield penny. And an 86. So not even copper. I think I've got 2 copper so far up here. I'll keep those. But and then these 3 are short as well. So when you weigh a roll of nickels, they should weigh about 200 grams, give or take. $1.97, so that's probably got another penny. It may have a dime in it, actually. That's got a penny in it. This one's short a whole nickel. Oh, not that one. Oh, okay, maybe I already opened it. Anyway, I've had several short rolls, and it's a little frustrating, but what else are you gonna do? So, back to the hunt. Roll 47, finally got another 40s nickel. It's another 46 out of Philly. 1 off of being silver, 1 year off. So I'm up to 10 pennies now and 1 dime. That stinks. I found a couple other things here. I'll show those to you at the wrap up, but just 3 rolls to go. And that's it for that box. Not a great set of finds here. Let me just give you a quick rundown of what I did find. So I've got some 69S, 70S, 70S. I think these 2 may be a proof. This one not so much as this one. I mean, there's obviously tons of wear, but I'll have to take a look at it under the scope and see. I did find a fairly decent 1963. It has a couple of lines of steps in there. I mean, not a lot, but I may keep it. I did find a pretty decent 81, and it does have some of the middle steps. Not all, but some, enough to keep. And then I've got a 64 D, which may be a D over D. I'm not quite sure. I looked at it under the loupe, and it looks like it's raised metal, but let me put it under the microscope and you can tell me what you think. So it may be tough to see, but there is a little bit of doubling here on the top. Again, I looked at it under the scope, or under the loupe, and it's raised metal, but I don't know. It's hard to see. Tell me what you think in the comments below if you don't mind. I did find 6 from the 40s, a 1940, a 41, and then 4 1946, all Philadelphia. Found 20 from the 50s. Nothing really special there. I did find some 1951s. I mean, they're low mintage, but I mean, not as low as like a 50, but I hardly ever find any 1950s. But they're still a little bit better than a 52. They were all out of Philly. And then of course I was shortchanged. Found 10 pennies and 1 dime, so that kind of stinks there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another box of nickels and make this a 2 nickel box hunt. So I'll be right back as soon as I get a box of nickels. Okay, so I've got a second box here. Let me open it up. We'll take a look inside and see if we can see anything good. And sweet, we've got circulated nickels. All right, I don't see any ones on the ends here, so I'll take them out of the box, flip them around, and if I find anything, I'll come back. Otherwise, I'll start the hunt and come back when I've found something good. It's been a slow start, but roll 6, we finally have a 40s nickel. 1948 out of Philadelphia. All right, so I've only found one 50s nickel. It's a 1954 out of Denver. It did not have the D over S mint mark, or mint error, I guess. So, all right, still got a long way to go though. Hopefully we can score at least a buffalo or a war nickel. Of course, I'd take both, but either one would make it a good hunt. Roll 21, finally got another 1940s nickel, 1946 out of Philly. So it's been a slow box. 2 from the 40s, 3 from the 50s. I did find a couple nice 1987 nickels. I mean, they've got wear, of course, but this is 87D. And then got an 87P. So that's kind of neat. And there's some steps. It doesn't have full steps, but you know, what do you expect? But I'll check those against my album. And got almost 29 rolls left, so we'll get back to the hunt. Roll 25, halfway through the box. Got another 40s nickel, and it's hosed. I mean, it has a ton of scratches on it. Probably won't keep this one, but I'll put it up here. Just to keep track of how many we found. So we've got 3 from the 40s, 4 from the 50s, and that's it so far. Roll 33. Finally got another 40s nickel. 1942, but it's not a war nickel. 1942 out of Philly. Got the big scratches there. That stinks. All right, so just 4 from the 40s, 4 from the 50s. It's probably not going to be a good box. Roll 39. Got a 1947 out of Denver. All right, still pretty slow. Roll 41. Another 40s nickel. The war nickels are mocking me. 1940 out of Philly. All right, it's rare that the 40s are winning over the 50s there, but I mean, I'd rather have 40s than 50s anyway, but just 9 rolls left. Roll 49. We've got a odd color coin there. I don't think that's a nickel. It's a little too thin. It's a 5 cent. Probably from Italy, since that's the Colosseum. All right, I've never found one from Italy before. So, first 4 into the box. The 50s have finally caught up with the 40s, but I did find this burned looking 57. That was pretty neat. All right, well, this roll and that roll. So 2 rolls left. And that's it for that box. Not a great box either. Didn't find any silver, didn't find any buffalo. Didn't really find a whole lot of anything really that good, but let me give you a quick recap anyway. I did find this 2002 Euro, assuming it's from Italy. That's the Colosseum, so that's pretty neat. I did find a pretty decent 2005. I mean, it's got a lot of, you know, small scratches on it. The back looks really, really nice. So I may keep it. I don't know. Did find some other coins from the mid 80s that are in pretty decent shape. This 1980 doesn't have full steps. None of these have full steps, but the steps are in pretty decent condition for the age of the coin. This one was a pretty nice 87. Good detail in the hair. And you can see some of the steps there in the middle. But, you know, when you have a box that doesn't produce a lot of finds, you start looking for finds. I probably won't keep all of these, but I did find some 68, 69, and 70 nickels, S-mint. I don't find a lot of S-mint nickels, so I usually keep these and then throw them in a roll, and then later on I'll go through and pick out the best ones. This one's got a little bit of the ring of death on it, so I probably won't keep that. And a couple of these 68s. This one had some really bad scratches right in the middle there. So I won't even put that in the roll. I'll be tossing that back in. I did find 8 from the 50s. All of them were from Philadelphia, except for the 54 here. It's from Denver. And this 58, which was from Denver. No errors or varieties. I did keep this 57 because it's kind of got a cool tone to it. But again, when you don't have a lot of finds, you start kind of looking for finds. As for 40s nickels, I think I only found one from Denver. This 40 is from Philly. 42, not in bad shape. Well, I'll say that now. There's some scratches on the back. Front looks okay. This one's definitely pretty hosed. It's been chewed by something. We got a 45. I think this 47 was from Denver. Yes. So that's not too bad. And then this 48. So, well, that's it. 2-box hunt. Didn't find any silver nickels, war nickels. Didn't find any buffalo. So I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Also, feel free to leave me a comment below. And also, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. So thanks again for watching, and good luck with your hunts.